Oh, I thought you were leaving. You're like, okay, I'm out of here. But this is a live interview with Lucid, the Dreamwaker, and there's a typo in the graphic, but maybe I can fix that later.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, it's Dreamwaker, right? So,
yeah, definitely. Lucid the Dreamwaker.
okay. So, you're a rapper, right?
I rap, I produce. Uh, Recently, I just started part timing as a DJ for private events.
Okay.
I do a lot of different stuff. I also make like brainwave entrainment music, meditation music,
Oh
stuff
wow.
like that. But
Uh, Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just trying to dip my toes in everything. Like earlier this year, I did like my first acting bit for a video channel on YouTube. So
Oh
hey,
really?
I'm trying to get into that too. Yeah,
Oh
but I
cool.
don't I don't have much experience, but it's all fun.
That like an upcoming project or?
Yes, the series will come out next year in 2022. It's called Clickbait, and
Okay.
we're gonna start filming the second season soon. But if you follow me on my socials and Instagrams or whatever, you can definitely find the links and stuff like that.
All right. Cool.
And I noticed you produce as well.
Uh, yeah, I do. Somewhat. I guess like I produce my own music, but I'm not like a producer. Like, let me fix my camera.
Oh shit,
Like,
that's fine. Like I heard,
I'm not like Kanye or anything, but I
I
just,
wish.
yeah, no doubt.
I'm pretty sure we all wish we could get into the Kanye zone. You know what I mean? The
Well,
level,
in some ways, yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean. At least to that level.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he is
But I heard
good at what
like
he does.
some of the tracks on your YouTube and stuff. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
wow, they're very I want to say MB. They're not confined. They're not confined. I'm like I can tell you're a person who knows their music, just like the different elements and stuff that you add to. I'm like, wow, there's more transitions and changes in this track than there is in some people's whole album. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
really? Yeah.
Especially
It's probably like I remember MF Doom did an interview. He was saying that he tries to keep it as simple as possible, which is like
hmm
his rule of thumb for making like beats or sampling stuff. And
hmm
that's the biggest rule I break because I get way too complicated with it. But all those tracks that are on YouTube are just strictly instrumentals. They're not meant to be like necessarily like beats, like type beats or
hmm
anything for people to rap on.
Yeah,
There's too much going on.
yeah.
It's too busy. So I just figured I'd make some crazy videos to go with them. And that's what it
Yeah, I
is.
think they're very nice. I think I think those beats. I think people could spit on those,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they wanted to.
Some
But
parts.
I know what you mean. It's intended to be listened to and enjoyed.
I didn't really have an intention, but I did think
Uh huh.
about that after the fact when I put it out there. Oh, come on. My camera's being stupid. Um, that people would be looking for that in instrumentals or whatever. And I was like, well, this isn't it. But oh well.
Have you ever checked out a producer called Flying Lotus?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love Flying Lotus.
I that's why I asked. I was like, cause it just like his creativity and the way that you compose your music. I was like, this is very nice. I like these vibes. They're kind of similar.
Oh wow, that is a huge compliment. Yeah, like him and like K Tronada kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they're really cool. Oh, this
That's a really nice
camera,
sound for
camera,
sure.
camera, camera. There it goes. It's gonna be
Fingers
crooked.
crossed.
My camera's gonna be crooked. So sorry.
Whatever. They
Yeah,
better get over it.
yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Because if I touch it, it goes out. This is real amateur hour right now. But yeah,
You're
thank you
fine.
for that. Um, so like you said, you do like ambient stuff. Like, what do you use first of all? Like, do you use certain program or DAW or whatever?
Yeah, I use Ableton Live. I have
Mm,
a 10 right now.
fancy. You have what? I'm sorry.
Ableton Live 10.
Oh, okay. Is that the latest one?
No, I think they're on 11 on 12. I got the one before the latest one, but
Okay.
before Ableton, I was using Reaper, and then I just
Mm,
decided to switch over, try something else. And Ableton comes with so much in it that I
yeah.
think it does make producing a little more fluent. It's something that's got to be built up like Reaper, outside its plugins and whatnot.
Right. Right.
What do
Yeah.
you like to use?
Oh, I use freeware. like 100%.
Hmm.
I will use like a combination of different ones. Like I'll use BandLab,
Hmm.
Soundtrap, and then I have a
Hmm.
couple like random ones that probably no one's heard of that are kind of old. And then I'll use GarageBand. So a couple
Yeah,
of
I used to use a couple of those, like Soundcraft.
Soundtrap
Hmm.
is that's the Spotify one, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they have so many samples on there, and they bring in samples from I forget what it's called, sound free soundware or something, where it's
I
just
think I know what you're talking about.
it's like the YouTube of sounds, so anyone can submit
Uh-huh.
anything. It's like, oh my god, this.
It's crazy to see like the type of stuff you can find.
Oh yeah,
I I definitely need to play with sampling a little bit more, but it's been a while. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Outside of vocals,
right.
outside of vocals.
There's one thing that you maybe as like a professional can tell me because I was looking at trying to submit some stuff to see if I could market it to somebody.
Uh huh.
And a lot of places will ask you, do you use samples? The answer is yes when you use those kind of programs, like all the time. But they want you to list every sample. How do you do that? I mean, do you have to like keep track of each and every sample you use while you're making it? Because once you make it or like you publish it or download it, you can't. So then you'd have to go back and retrace all your steps, huh? Like,
I think the way I go about it is like say like your sample say you use like kick samples or percussion samples or something like that. That I wouldn't necessarily say yes, I use a sample. But
okay,
if you like heavily sample like a track and maybe just chopped it up or slowed it down a little bit, then I would say yes
yeah.
and then probably list what it is. But
So they don't care
I,
about the freeware, like there's a
no,
kick or like a snare or whatever.
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
they're not. Because I mean, there's so many kicks and sounds out there and samples. Unless it was registered in some weird kind of way, there's no way they could tell. You know, for
Yeah.
all they know, you made that.
Well, and
Like,
it's I know how it's all like automated now, to where there's
hmm.
like not bots, but it's like an algorithm where they can detect stuff that
Hmm.
normally they wouldn't be able to, and it's like, okay, I don't want to get in trouble or sued or something,
Yeah,
but I don't know why they would sue me. I don't have anything.
right.
But
I thought about that too.
yeah.
So
So
that's why, like,
sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. Like that's why, like, if I would do something that's got I feel like a heavy sample amount or enough, I've got to list it. I release those as singles rather than put them on my album, just to make sure there's no complications or problems when you try to release it and then they take your stuff down or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of was my fear. So, and all this like work I put into it, just like, oh, you're just a hack. You're just using freeware. We're just gonna take all your music now, and you can never do this again. But that's not
And plus,
realistic.
and then there's also a positive side to when you do tell them that you're sampling because then they'll put like your sample next to another song that uses that sample or that song or a remix of that song. So you know what I mean.
Oh,
If
really?
it's a certain artist or something like that, yeah. Like if you're on Spotify or something, you got an ASAP Rocky
Oh,
sample or something. It'll probably most likely play around a similar genre sound and thus a sample too.
yeah. Well, don't you have to get the sample like that cleared if it's like a major artist? Like, don't you have to pay them?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm not trying to pay anybody right now for sure. Hence all the
if,
free dogs, but
yeah. If they come after you, that would be hella petty. I don't
yeah,
unless, but you never know which song might blow. That might be the one to blow, and you like, well, dang.
right.
Now they're looking at you.
That
Now they're
was
like, well, you made $300,000 off of this track.
I wish, yeah, and they get like 80% of it after that. But that was like the
Yeah,
Fugees. The Fugees used the Enya sample in their
yeah,
song. I can't remember which one off the main album they did, and it was like a huge hit. That was like the number one single off that album, and they weren't expecting that. That's why they used that sample. They're like, oh, this will never be anything. And
yeah,
it's freaking Enya. And at the time, she was like really popular. So, oops.
yeah. Isn't that crazy? I've noticed that with a lot of artists, like something that might hit the radio or become like a big hit,
Mm-hmm.
like 6 months later, next thing you know, they're being sued. Someone's like, they stole my song.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for a better chord as we talk, as we speak.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Well, it's aggravating me. Yeah, like who was it? Oh, Robin Thicke and Pharrell when they did
Yeah.
that song where the Marvin Gaye's estate came after them. It was
Was
like
it?
it was Blurred Lines,
Yeah.
and you know that to me it wasn't exactly the same. Like it was more like similar tempo and stuff, but it wasn't like the
Hmm.
same notes. There are songs that are like way more similar than that one was, but they won. So
They still won.
yeah, yeah. In a way, I
Wow.
guess that's good because
Yeah.
Pharrell did say that he was inspired by that song, which kind of means that he sort of ripped it off. But
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
was. I didn't steal your lyrics. I was just inspired by them so much that I took them and reused
Yeah, exactly.
them.
It's a gray area. Like when people quote, like you know, I think even
Uh-huh.
like Pimp C's either I think his ex-wife or not ex-wife, his former wife, and his mom have
Yeah.
sued people for saying R.I.P. Pimp C. Yeah,
Wow.
and I don't
That's
quote me
crazy.
on that, but I think I remember reading that.
Yeah, I definitely are gonna have to look that up. Some of
Oh
these like companies or representatives are ruthless. Some of them are savage.
yeah, for real, for real, for real. um, but yeah, so like you Ableton or is it Ableton or Ableton? I don't want to sound like a noob.
Ableton.
Okay, I think some people say Ableton, and that just sounds pretentious, but yeah, that's like you have to take a college course to figure that out.
Uh,
I
I
mean,
will
it's
say,
not.
well, because like you already have experience using different types of platforms and software with music that
Yeah,
when you do get Ableton, at least the basics will be transferable. You'll recognize the usual, but I would definitely recommend some type of guide or something or YouTube
yeah.
to learn faster, so you don't have to figure out slowly.
I
But you can get. Go
no,
ahead.
I was saying. I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of interrupting.
Oh no, you're good.
I literally know somebody who did take a college course on it to just so they could use it, and
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I went to. I didn't finish, but I was going to school for audio engineering and recording, and Ableton was part of the curriculum, I guess you would say.
yeah,
Each
yeah.
each chapter was different ones.
I guess like Pro Tools was back in the day. Um, but it seems like incredibly complex, and I think the closest thing to it might that I've used might be Fruity Loops
Hmm.
because that can get pretty complicated, and just the layout of it is like, why is this so complex?
I know what you mean. It is like a learning curve with these softwares. It's almost like learning a whole nother language, especially when you need to create a certain sound or make a difference that you have to know where to go to. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff is a lot to learn. It's taken me years, honestly.
Right? Yeah, and and some of them like the Korg stuff is like a synthesized synthesizer modulator or something that
Hmm.
you take like in the interface it's got like little chords going to different outputs and inputs and stuff, and I'm like, but this is supposed to like mitigate all that so you can you know, like why, but I don't know.
I know those type of guys you're talking about. I've got a little bit of hardware, but nothing not even close to that level. I've got like my MIDI keyboard and a Korg synth that I have. Other than that, I'm not doing all the input outputs, wires here, and 38 decks and all that other stuff.
I,
Like you said, it's I
yeah,
don't think it's really necessary, but
that's
some
that
of it, if it's
old stuff.
analog, yeah. If
Yeah,
you want like analog or something like that, then I understand.
yeah. This the person I'm thinking of that they're into like doing mixing on like cassette tape, like not cassettes, but on like actual audio tape and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So they're, I guess, really old school, which they're not old. It's just they're just kind of weird.
Do they do like weird electronic music or something?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
How
I
did you
know what
know?
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because you know I'm into that music a little bit, but I've got some friends that do the same thing. They're like recording on cassettes and stuff. I don't do none of that stuff, but it's interesting, like to hear the sounds they come up with and the
Yeah, you
weird
can definitely get
techniques.
a different sound from it, but it's so subtle that like most people won't even notice.
Yeah,
Honestly, so I
yeah.
don't know. To
Unless
each their
you're
own.
like in the music like us.
Yeah, I don't know where I fall on that. I guess I'm just like the cheap person or something. The person that doesn't want to pay for anything.
No, like when I had my Windows computer, because I have a Mac now, so it's harder to torrent software
It was
and
harder.
stuff.
Oh, because of the
Yeah,
viruses. Yeah.
it's a lot of times what you find available for Windows, you won't find anything for Mac. So I'm kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
So I
Go ahead. Oh,
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, go.
So I've been kind of forced to buy some of the software, since I couldn't find any other way to get it
Mm.
on Mac.
Yeah, I mean, you can still get like torrents and stuff. I mean, you didn't
Hmm.
hear it from me, but like I said, I'm really cheap, so
Yeah,
I do what I gotta do.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you have now your stuff on YouTube at all?
Yes, I do have a couple of videos and songs on YouTube. My latest stuff is on there.
Okay, well, I can
I have,
actually just play that now. I mean, because I listened to the song you
yeah,
sent me, which was pretty good, and I didn't listen to the whole thing. I'll be honest, because just I was like crazy busy. But um,
yeah.
man, I'm about to like page one of my family members to bring me a new cord, and this light is like crazy bright. I'm still setting up here. We're like an hour into this call. I'm still getting my lighting right. I'm sorry. It's a
You're
one.
before like the call. It took me a while to figure out too. I was like, this isn't gonna work. I was like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I had to figure it out too. I barely got it right.
I feel like I should have just done it on my phone, honestly, but oh, too late now.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know what
that's
you
it. It keeps going out. I'm gonna ask someone to bring me a cord. Um, but yeah, like, so do you have an album out or just like individual songs right now, or?
mean. Right now I have just individual singles out. I did have an older album on the platform, but I decided to take it down because I feel like my songs have hit a different pivotal level of
Mm-hmm.
quality and standards. But I am working on an album right now that I expect to release early next year,
Okay. Do you have
and
a
it'll
name?
be so far. I believe I'll call it optimistic, but that's up in the air because I'm going over some ideas on how I want to tie the story together. I like to make it a
Ooh,
little bit more interesting than just music.
yeah, that's cool. So you have like it's like a whole story, kind of like so. It's gonna be like a
Yeah,
classic album, like Good Kid, Mad City type stuff.
exactly,
Cool.
exactly. You get where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
It's fun.
Good for you to be able to put that together because not everyone can do that, or some people
I'm not.
try.
I mean, I've been through like so many ideas. Like your mind is kind of like a spider web. It just jumps from left to right, to back to front. You're like, yeah, that works, and then 6 months later, you're like, scratch that. Let me try this.
Right. Yeah.
But I understand the energy behind it has been pretty much consistent. It's just about figuring out how I want to interpret that into something that people can enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. I think I've talked about this with different people on here too. It's like you have like your art that you make and you can like love it yourself and listen to it. Like I've made stuff and listened to it over and over because I like it because of course I like it
Yeah,
because I made it. But then it's like
yeah,
is it marketable? Is it
exactly,
relatable? Otherwise it's just for you. So, you know.
exactly.
But let me see if I can pull that
Like that song that I sent you is unreleased,
up. Uh-huh.
but that was something that I decided like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this, and I'm gonna make something a little more marketable than what I would normally make.
Oh, okay.
But either way, uh,
So it's the same
but
song, but you just like transformed it. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I made it more palatable,
I got
more consumable.
you. Okay.
I believe there was like different stages. Sometimes I feel like I'm just making something for myself, for me to listen to in my room, and then other times I feel like I want other people to enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's how it starts. Is like it's really just self-expression, and then you gotta
Yeah, it's just
be the
personal.
business person.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. That should work better. Yay! Thank you.
Mm,
Oh nope, there it goes. Nope. Oop. Oh, thank you. I don't know what it is. Probably my computer. All right, so YouTube the same. Lucid. Is it the same name for your YouTube? I'm assuming.
yeah.
Okay.
You can put in Lucid the Dreamwaker, so godly.
Okay, that's the one you want to hear.
Yeah, that was the last one I just
Okay.
did.
Okay. Do you do videos with it too, or?
Yeah, yeah. Some of these are actual music videos. That's what one thing I'm trying to focus on for next year is more visuals, more visuals.
Cool. Yeah, mine are just I go to the Library of Congress website and I
Hmm.
screen grab different things that I know are stock footage, and I've still gotten flagged on YouTube from those.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I get flagged on YouTube all the time. That's why I don't do mixes on there anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's audio.
yeah. Well, and no, and it's the visuals too, because I had a scene from a movie that was literally made in like 1923 or something that got
Yeah.
flagged for copyright, and I'm like, yeah, this is
How?
way beyond the copyright limit. Like, no.
That's weird. I don't even remember because it's been a while since I've had like something flagged. So I don't. Is there even any way to contest it or be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
yo, what's going on?" And
yeah, that's what I did. As I just like disputed it, and then they're like, oh, okay, you're right. So,
they better. I can't believe they flagged that, man.
okay, wait. Can you hear that? Could you hear the music playing for just a second?
You know.
Okay, I can fix that.
Let's
I
see.
don't. I guess I think maybe it's because I have so many things plugged in as on my computer USB things.
That could be it.
That could
I'm
be
not.
it. But that's dumb. Ah, okay. All right. Fix that. Okay. I think I got it.
Perfect.
You can't see it, but
That's an interesting painting you got over there. Is that who I think that is? I don't know
right
if that's.
here. I know the people at home or whatever.
Uh huh.
I can't see it. But it's yeah, Tyler the Creator.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Tyler Creator is cool as hell.
I have a bunch. I used to have all these behind me, and that's not why I made them. I lost my job a long time ago, and I started trying to sell paintings, and that didn't pan out. So I have a bunch of paintings, but they're all
Wow.
down here in the corner, and this is like a utility room out here, so that's why it's all gross.
Uh
But
huh.
I have this De La Soul one. If anyone's
Dang,
interested in
I
it,
like that. I like those colors.
thank you.
De La Soul.
Christmas presents for anyone, go to
Yeah.
Troy the Show, twitch.tv. Troy the Show.
Wow.
I
Throw
have
with the woo. You
I have,
got throw with the woo.
yeah, I, I have a merch as well. I have T-shirts and stuff. That's Mac
Yeah.
Miller and oh,
RIP.
it just goes on and on. The Lil Wayne one is back here. Where are you, Lil Wayne? There you go. I actually sold one of them, but it was my favorite one. I was kind of sad. There's Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Oh, Lil Wayne.
I like those. Those are nice.
Thank you. But
Who was the one you sold
the
of?
Tupac, the
Of course, classic.
flipping the bird. So it's kind
Uh
of
huh.
sad about that, but oh well. I made like $200 on that, so that was nice.
Dang, that's nice.
Well, it was big. It was like a big solid
Uh
piece
huh.
of wood. So, all right.
They're not. I like the paintings.
Thank you. You want to buy one?
Sure, why not? Support.
Oh, it goes towards my Ableton fund.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was gonna tell you. It's you can get Ableton Light for cheap if you I mean just buy some software. Most of the time it comes free with soft I mean like just buy like a piece of equipment or something
Right,
and most of
right.
the time it comes with it. Even if it's like a $50 like MIDI keyboard or something, most of the time it comes with like Ableton Light.
Yeah, yeah. And I got my daughter a Kai keyboard, and that came with
Yeah.
something. It wasn't Ableton Light, but Serato has a DAW that comes with it. With this controller, it comes with all the Serato stuff. But that it was cool. It just used up so much space on my little old computer that I had to delete it. But it was more for like
Oh,
sampling.
you.
Yeah, it wasn't like creating beats. It was sampling. So, but here's
Yeah, that sucks or something.
yeah.
Just takes up all your disk or uses all your RAM. I'm like, golly, I want to use this, but I can't.
Yeah, I need a new computer. That was the issue. So
Hmm.
mine's 2014, I believe. So yeah. All right, here's your song, "So Godly," Lucid, the Dreamwaker.
I wake up every day and I feel so godly.
All right, that was good. I think
Right
you're
on. That was
frozen in the
the last song we came out with. It's
live,
available on all
which is
platforms. There's a music video,
makes you, but
and I
it's
also
frozen
produced
on your
that as
face,
well.
and you look very disappointed. Which,
You said it's frozen on my
hang
face?
on, let me see here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you. I might have to switch my Wi-Fi's, but I don't want it to kick me out or something.
Say what?
Am I breaking up?
No, you're good. I just was having amateur audio issues. No, I was saying,
Am I?
huh?
I'm making sure my Wi-Fi isn't acting stuff because I'm slowing.
Oh,
On my side, my camera is slowing down. It's like lagging.
yeah. Ah, I hate this. I don't know how it is where you live, but like everyone has it's Comcast has a monopoly on the internet, and they're just now this city is where CenturyLink, which is now Lumen, is located, like the headquarters. Have you heard of them?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people haven't, but the Lumen is now like a big AI company. They used to be like rural telecommunications, CenturyLink was, but
Yeah.
now they're all into AI, and it's kind of a big deal. But
That's.
despite them being headquartered here, we don't have like fiber at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and my
What
max
the hell?
upload speed is usually, I think they cap it. Comcast does. I think it's like mostly like between 5 and 6. So
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty sad.
I can't believe they didn't get the cables out there.
Yeah, me neither. They have some business fiber, but and where I work, the upload speed they have it, and it goes like all the way up to 300. It's just like off the
Hmm.
chart. So whatever.
Yeah, I had to siphon off that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're too far away, but I was asking
Hmm.
them if I could come up there and do my live streams. They're like, yeah, sure.
Definitely, it's like I need some of that good Wi-Fi y'all got.
Like a crackhead. It's like, can I have
Yeah,
some Wi-Fi,
that
please?
good.
Uh, okay. I think it's Zoom being an ass.
Yeah, it probably is.
Um, like it's weird because I can see you in like in the camera off to the side, but on the OBS it's not. So it's okay. It's working now. Cool. Anyways, what was I saying?
And then on my side, it's like slow by a second, like a second behind.
Oh, I hate that. Let's echo. There we go. All right, we can take
We're back.
huh?
And we're back.
And we're back. Is it working out? We got 2 people watching. That's not ever correct. The numbers. It's usually like way more than that. but it says there's
Mm-hmm.
2 people watching. So you
Hey.
can ask questions if you want to, or you can just sit back like a creep and watch and not say anything.
you know, you know how people are. You know what kills me is the people who watch every post, who see every post, and they just will not engage. I understand if it's the content, but some people just love to just stare from their window. You know.
I think people get nervous, like they're
Mhm.
shy about it, and that's cool, because there
Yeah.
are people that like watch my DJ streams that don't usually ever say anything, but then they'll like pop in when someone comes on, they start like being like gross, like
What?
yeah, like a couple of times I've been DJing or whatever, and some like 12-year-old boys will be like, "Show us your boobs," and then here comes I'll just say his name because it's his a fake name, but it's Roscoe Cat, who's always
Yeah.
there watching, but he hardly ever says anything. Shout out to Roscoe Cat on Twitch, thank you,
Shout
because
out.
he's like the unpaid mod. Um,
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's cool.
I should send him some free merch. I'm gonna send you free merch, Roscoe Cat, for Christmas.
You've earned it.
Yeah, just keep those 12-year-old boys away from me.
Yeah, I think I watched one of your streams and I saw like a comment. I was like, really, people?
Oh, was it recent?
Uh, I don't know if it was one of the recent ones on like maybe two, three down, four or five down on your YouTube.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, that's probably pretty old, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Somebody on the other day commented something in Russian. It was like a paragraph, so I was like, all right, let me translate this because there's a lot. And it was this like weird disjointed sentence. It was like, uh, do you like to go for jogs and eat bowls of lard, or eat lard with a bowl? Well, you should.
Yeah,
This is what you should do, and I am talking to you. And then it said something else. I can't remember what, but I was just like, okay, like have a nice day. Like
that is
I was
pretty good.
prepared for this, but for like bullying
Not
and stuff.
this.
I just figured they'd
Yeah,
be like, "You're old, you're white, you suck, go away."
yeah.
But it's like Russian people telling me to go for a jog and eat lard out of a bowl.
You gotta love the internet. People can be so
Yeah.
harsh online.
Yeah. I mean, I've been online longer than they were born, so like I had a YouTube channel way back when it first kind of started being a thing, and yeah, that used to be like the worst comment section of the whole internet. Just
It
terrible.
was unmonitored at all.
Yeah, it was just racist, sexist, horrible. Like go kill yourself and all this stuff, like nonstop. So
And you could and then there were like a decent amount of crazy videos on there that probably should have been censored or taken down. Like kids shouldn't have been watching.
oh yeah, yeah, that was the whole thing too. They had the kids YouTube, and somehow videos were getting up. Patrick Tate says Vartech. Okay, all right. I don't know what that means.
Vartech, y'all.
uh, Big up Patrick Tate for his contribution to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
Oh wait, that's spam. That's maybe I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, like a link or something.
No, it's not a link. Maybe it is. Whatever. I'm not clicking on it. Yeah. It's
That's another
expensive.
thing that gets me like when like trying to promote music and stuff like that. There's so many scammers and bots
Yeah.
trying to
Why
take
is
advantage.
it with like music production? There's so many people or things like that. Like what? It's like these people are all broke for the most part, and what?
Yeah, I'm like 90% of musicians are like home studio producers and artists.
Yeah.
Like they're bedroom producers. They're not shelling out tons of money,
Hmm.
but some of them are. That's the ones they're trying to get.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like
I've been
whenever
got a couple of times.
you have. Oh no.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one a funny story. It really even wasn't about the skimmers. Like one time, I was having a song coming out. Actually, it was So Godly. It might have been So Godly, and I wanted someone to dance to it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay this kid. He's like 18, up and coming dancer. Why not support?
Hmm.
Put money back in the community, do whatever. It's another creative. So
Hmm.
months go by, 6 months. It's New Year's. I'm like, bro, where's my video? My song came out. The video came out. I
You paid
needed
him
this
up
for
front.
promotional use.
Yeah.
Yes, because normally I wouldn't. Normally I would do like half before and half after. But I was like, it's a kid. I give a benefit. Let me just pay him up, man. So at first I was like, it's whatever. He can keep the money. I ain't worried about it. Sometimes you lose. Then another part of me was like, nah.
Yeah.
So I made another like Instagrams and Facebooks and stuff like scammer account, don't do business, this, and all his friends started hitting me up begging to take it down, not to
What?
tarnish his name. Yeah,
Really?
people were like, you're capping all his friends. I was like, I got the receipts. I was sending them. I didn't post them because they had like his real name in it.
Mm-hmm.
But and I wasn't trying to do all that.
Yeah.
Then basically they was like, just please take it down, this and this and this and this. I was like, all right, I don't. It was never about the the money. It was just to teach you a lesson. They was like, we'll send it back or whatever. I'm like, this is just to teach you a lesson. Don't take money from creatives and not keep your end
Yeah.
of the deal. Don't be like that.
Yeah.
Don't scam.
Yeah.
It's
That's
it's your business.
unacceptable. Right.
It was kind of funny though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, to see them all squirm and like panic.
His friends must have all been in on it or something. I don't know why they would be going so hard for him otherwise,
You know how like people
Teenagers.
are just yeah. Yeah, they were young. They were like, "Oh, just you talking about my homie? No way, he's not a scammer."
Yeah, give him like 10 years and they'll be like, oh, really? Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "That guy from Instagram was right. That rapper was right. I should have got at from him. He scammed me too."
So let me ask you this. Have you done like any like mixtapes or like collabs with anybody like so far?
Yeah, I've worked with a couple of artists. The last um uh music video I did before So Golly was actually a collaboration. It's probably one of my favorite verses or music videos.
Oh yeah, what's the name of that one?
It's called you can Lucid the Dreamwaker, 8 p.m. at Conoco, Conoco.
Okay. Is it like a
It was
freestyle or
no, it's an actual song that I was just featured on. I did like a featured verse.
okay.
They just hit me up and we went from there and collab. I used to do like live freestyles all the time, but now it's kind of been a while. Maybe I'll do one soon.
You can do one right now.
Yeah.
I'll beatbox.
Okay.
No, my daughter beatboxes way better, but she's in bed, so sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe you pull up.
I have a recording of her beatboxing.
Hey, it's whatever.
No, I won't put you on the spot like that, but let's see.
Hey, I'm hot off the dome.
That's hard.
I'm with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's alright. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at the bitches today. It's all white. Smoking the gas and zooted. Like all night. She wanna bite the tip. I saw Christ. She wanna meet the crew. She smoked that. It's alright. It's alright. Pull up the chair and sit. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Came out the crib, we chillin'. Like all night. I put on my throne and I win. I kept the show, but it brought me a zit. Every song we be blowing it though. Now every weekend is a re-up, I was taking pills with hash, I like those. They play me, but now I'm the act. It's funny now, she doing the road. They person know that that's how it goes. They think it be yes, we get tripping their drugs. How come it's loud, but it ain't got a buzz? Man, we just flew and flowing the plug. What's the plug with no property cut?
She
Wait,
told me that.
is that was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. I haven't listened to enough to distinguish, but okay.
Hey, hey.
Look at the bitches today.
That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's good. Like I gotta say, like you killed it with the other guy. Like yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he was bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like that. Yeah, you got that one. If that was
right on, I appreciate
yeah.
that.
It's kind of funny. It's like, look at that bitch's titties. It's like, I was like, you're gonna start with that, but okay, that was cool. Like it's cool. It was both of them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's like some off the wall like young nudie type stuff or something.
Shock value.
Yeah, you like young nudie. He produces mostly too, but like who's the other one?
I'm not sure if I'm familiar.
Snot. I'm not sure. They're very similar, like the ones I'm about to name. The Snot with the $sign. Have you heard of him?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Gosha is like a good song of his, and then like I feel like they're all like in the same camp, but because they have like a similar sound, but they might not be. I don't want to say that and be wrong.
Oh, are you talking about like not the ASAP Rocky crew or Ty Dolla $ign? Or,
no, they're more like they're lesser known than that. Let's see. I don't know why I can't think of one guy's name.
Yeah, I'm pulling brain farts too.
Yeah, that tends to happen when I go live. I try to say something smart. Oh well, it'll come to me later.
Yeah, you'll be in the kitchen making the sandwich or something, and then
where I need to be.
as soon as I said it, I was like, no. Please just let that one just breeze by.
No, I can't let that happen.
That's hilarious though.
Yeah. Dang, it's young something. There's oh well. It's gonna bother
Young Gravy?
Oh hell no. I mean, he has his purpose, I guess. Like he's cool. I guess. He seems like he'd be okay to hang out with, maybe.
How you feel about those them island boys?
Oh well, they have their purpose, I guess. Like nobody, it was such a viral thing. Like nobody in my family, and they're usually like up on their internet stuff more than I am. Kind of, the kids are. They had heard of them, and this was like Thanksgiving. I'm like, are you serious? I was like island boy, and they're like,
you trying to make it.
Where have you been the last month?
Gotta love the internet.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems like lately everything's about the gimmick,
Yeah, with the people flicking their balls, the dog's balls and stuff.
I still can't believe that. That's weird.
I personally have not seen that, but apparently, allegedly, that was a thing.
I would not be surprised.
No, I don't even. Well, I guess I could talk about it. It's kind of traumatizing. I saw a video. It was I think it was a Instagram live. It was a video of a guy. He's standing in the ocean, right, like at the beach, and his friend comes up with the camera, and the guy's like, "What are you doing?" It was in Spanish, I think, but I don't know where they were. This guy is like face fucking a fish.
What?
Yeah, the fish is. He's got his thing in the fish's mouth, and he's just like going to town on it, and his friends start laughing, and I'm just like, that poor fish. Like, come on.
So
it's a fish, but still, like, what if it has teeth?
Why
you don't know.
Want to?
Yeah, what if it has like some of those fish have like hidden teeth, like in sets that like hook this way, like what? And it was like,
how do you explain that to the doctors?
You have to go there with the fish still on it.
Yeah.
Like
keep a little water bag.
That just like upset me so bad. Like I just like turned my phone off for the rest of the day. So I just felt so bad. That's a poor fish.
When you said fish, the fish I pictured is that little blob fish.
No,
the one with the little soft tail.
No, it wasn't even like a soft, like comfortable looking fish. It was like a big, like a sturgeon or something.
Bro was smashing tuna.
Yeah, for real, like literally.
Maybe he likes that fishy.
Why did I even bring that up? Oh boy. Yeah, there's something wrong with a lot of people. Not that a lot of people do that. I hope not. Mm.
I don't want to imagine. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff out there.
Yeah, for sure. I can't pull it up in Serato. That will kill my computer. Mm, mm, mm. Like
I'd
it's
be like, the screen just went black.
it did.
No,
Oh,
if your computer just like bailed on you.
oh. If I open Serato right now, because my CPU is like 21,
Hmm
22%, it probably would just like shut down the stream. So
hmm
I'm not gonna risk it. Yes, I am. Okay.
You risking the biscuit?
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it.
Daring.
I don't know why it's just really gonna bother me until I come up with the name of this guy. But anyway, so you got an album coming out. You said next year. You said what? When? Just early next year.
Yeah, or most likely summer. I,
Okay.
I might hold it till summer
Okay.
because then the vibes are perfect.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of like a summer album. Would you say?
Yeah, it's definitely something that's more designed to be enjoyed live. That's kind of one of the
Uh,
main reasons I'm making this because
Smart.
I want something that I can perform and enjoy that represents me, but that is also fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the project that I made before was mainly chill music, which is cool, but live is kind of not a vibe killer. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Unless you're in the right audience or the right venue.
yeah, it's like hip hop, especially performed live, is like hit or miss totally. And I feel like it's gotten way better over the years. I don't know how old you
Hmm
are,
hmm
but I just turned 41. It's very depressing.
hmm
So, but back in my day, hip hop shows were like half and half. Like I went to see Ghostface Killa and Raekwon at a very small venue in Boulder, Colorado when I was a teenager, and it was horrible. I was so
It was
disappointed.
horrible.
Yeah, their sound guy didn't show up for like the first hour. They basically just started having like an ass and titties contest. Um,
What?
yeah, and then when the sound guy got there, the sound was awful, and they were just
Oh,
just like screaming into the mic, and it was all distorted, and they weren't even trying that hard, I guess, because they figured it's Boulder, Colorado. Who cares?
yeah, yeah.
Just yeah,
Not Ghostface.
yeah, Ghostface.
That's,
I mean,
that's at the hit.
I still am glad that I went in a way, but it was
Hmm
yeah. But other people I've seen like the Roots were really good, of course, because they have the band set up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I saw like any band I ever saw at Red Rocks Amphitheater was good, or group or person, whatever. Wyclef.
I've always wanted to go to Red Rocks, but I haven't.
Uh,
I've always wanted to.
have you been to Colorado before?
No.
Oh yeah, well if you go, definitely go to Red Rocks. It's definitely
What do
worth
you
it.
think your favorite like artist and concert was, or your favorite concert?
Um, I gotta say the Smoking Grooves tour, which
Hmm
included the Roots and Wyclef,
Right.
and there was Public Enemy. It was a lot of people. It was Busta Rhymes and Rod
Wow.
Busta Rhymes and Rod Digga for some reason. It just Rod Digga, and then well, and I
Yeah.
love Rod Digga. I'm not saying like, but
Yeah.
out of the Flip Mode Squad, it was just them two, and then Cypress Hill, and there was someone else, a couple other people maybe. Like
You know how big that lineup would be right now if it was the same lineup?
that would be crazy.
What? Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah,
I mean, people would be on board. I'd be down to go see like all those artists on one ticket.
sadly I doubt that ever happens, just because they're all like so big now. I mean, they were big
True.
back then too. Like that was just like at the height of like when they were taking off. I want to say it was
hmm
98. So
hmm
yeah. Uh,
Did you did you see the Drake and Kanye concert or in?
did something happen, or did I don't
No,
I haven't seen any shows in a long time. Not just because of
it
COVID.
just happened like a couple of days ago. No, it was pretty epic. You know,
Right.
must have for the last decade, their artists was beefing, and you never expected those two to come together. I love seeing artists you never thought would collab. I'm like, I didn't know I needed that, but apparently I did.
Right. And I'm not a huge Drake fan, and I've addressed this
Hmm
in a couple other episodes, but You know, it's I've learned to just be like, we'll just agree to disagree, because I just every time he gets on a
Yeah.
song with somebody, it just like ruins the song for me. I'm sorry, but
No, I
it
know what you mean. Almost all the time he has kind of like this mellow, back, sleek type of vibe, which may not necessarily always fit the vibe that is for the song.
yeah, it's not just that. He sounds all right on some songs too, but also the fact that he doesn't write his, lyrics and stuff is kind of, yeah.
I don't know how many of these artists still write their lyrics.
That's true, and I know this is kind of a controversial. This might even fall into the realm of politics. So, but, yeah,
Oh,
I'm like, with all that Kendrick Lamar stuff, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty much seems to me like 100% clear that he doesn't write his lyrics.
hmm
But yeah, like you said, it's real common. I mean, I know Cardi B doesn't write any of her music herself, and I still like Cardi B, but
I know what you mean.
eh.
It's kind of weird as an artist because I feel like I don't know. I've never done a ghost written song before. I don't know how I feel about that, but my music is me. You know, it's my
Right.
expression. It feels weird to loan it out unless someone's like, okay, I can't rap. I wish this song was a song. Would you rap it for me? That's different from you writing for me.
Well, Chuck D put it to this way, and then that kind of changed my outlook on it, because he was talking about, people have been using ghostwriters since like hip hop began being a thing, and so
Yeah.
he was saying that being the face of everything, being the rapper, is you have to be an entertainer. You're like Beyonce. You have to get on stage and have breath control. You have to like
hmm
have the charisma and the appeal,
hmm
all that stuff, and you have to like go on these tours. And when you're a ghostwriter, you're just like behind the scenes. You write the song, and that's it. You're not physically doing all the stuff. So there is
hmm
that, I guess. But the old school part of me is like, no, bullshit. You can't you can't
Yeah.
you can't be a rapper and have a ghostwriter. But
The- I
the,
have ghost written for a couple of singers,
have you?
especially yeah, especially when you need like a chorus or something, or because not every song needs another rap verse or something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of singers actually don't write; they just like to sing.
Well, see, I think
So
that's more like widely accepted, because there was supposed to be like an authenticity with rap, that like that's why you can say whatever. Like that's why people don't
mhm.
like do, Me Too rappers, because
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
you couldn't, because like where would you start, like Uncle Luke, like what are you what are you gonna do? So you're the
Throw the whole genre away.
yeah, especially from that time period, so like
Yeah,
you got 6ix9ine. This was like the first time anyone ever, and I've said this before, if I'm being repetitive, sorry listeners or whatever, but 6ix9ine is the first rapper who ever came out and said, yeah, the whole thing was fake, my persona is fake, I'm a fake gangster, none of this is real, my tattoos are fake, yeah, sorry, so what? And then come back out and actually like sold music and done well at it. Like, in the 90s, if that was the whole thing. It's like, oh, you're not a real thug, you're not real, you're not from the hood. If that
that's a
happened,
career killer.
yeah, if that happened, that would like you'd be blacklisted from hip hop forever. But
I
whatever.
think I will say over time, I think that has definitely hurt the authenticity of hip hop.
Oh
Like
yeah.
so now, nothing has to be real. No, everyone's almost the exact opposite of what they rap about. That's mainstream right now. You know what I mean? There-
Yeah.
There's a small group of people who actually live that life, and I'm like, okay, it's your life. Live that life, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's
now,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, now you can do or say whatever.
Yeah, there's definitely people that are authentic, that I mean, and we're talking about like there's gangster rappers, and then there's Drake, and then there's
Right.
like Megan's and Cardi B's, and then there's well, like then there's Rhapsody, and then there's
Yeah.
Kendrick. It all like varies. But um oh, a family member came in and made me nervous. Anyway, sorry. uh
No, you're
uh yeah, the thing is like you have some people talking about, yeah, I'm real and I do this and that and I really sell crack and I live in a trap house. What percentage of them are actually living in a trap house or driving the cars that are in their videos? Probably less than 5%.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. It's all like branding, image.
Yeah, and but then you get this whole spin where it's like, well, I'm talking about my neighborhood growing up, or I'm telling a story and this is a character, or I'm like, the more you water it down with stuff like that, you're right. It is just like, okay, well, you're just like ruining it, basically. That's my
Okay.
opinion.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Okay. Since you, I mean, I'm sure you're into a lot of modern songs too, but
yeah.
I mean, you mentioned a lot of classic artists tonight so far, and some of your favorites or whatever. So I noticed a lot of old heads, people who like classic hip hop. They say like people like Lil Nas X, Trippy Red, Young Thug, they're all like weirdos and they're ruining hip hop, and hip hop is
Nah,
being like dirtied or missed. How do you feel about that?
not a. I mean, I like how this is a two-way interview. Like, honestly, I do. But no, like I like. I'm not a huge Trippy Red fan, and R.I.P. But that's just like not really my style. But I like Lil Uzi Vert. I like
Hmm.
who are the other people you mentioned?
Hmm.
I mean, like I do a new music of the month mix every month,
Hmm.
and so I have to like listen to new stuff. But I'm glad because it
Right.
forces me to really take a second listen to things I normally wouldn't, like Lil Durk and Pooh Shiesty
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
no, I like it. I like Lil Nas X. I think
Okay.
I
That's
think he's
that's
talented.
awesome.
You know, a lot of
Yeah.
people. I can totally understand why people don't like him, and not just because of the gay thing, but
Yeah.
some of the stuff's just kind of tacky out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
He's pretty creative, but he has like a lot of creativity. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and talent too. It's just I feel like it needs to be like fine tuned or something.
Right. He's kind of been his spectrum has been all over the place. It's like,
Yeah,
wait, you're which is great because nothing annoys me more than the artist that does not develop like their sound any or change or grow any.
right.
Like I don't know if you're a fan or not, but say like a Meek Mill. Meek Mill still sounds like Meek Mill 10 years ago.
Yeah,
The beats might be a little different, but the flow's the same, the concept the same, the ideas are the same. You know,
yeah. Meek Mill's always kind of been like mid to me. Like some of his songs I like, but I don't want to like buy his album or anything. Kind of like it's kind of like Tory Lanez. Like
uh huh.
he gets on some good beats and says some things that are clever, but it's just like all right, that's enough Tory
Yeah.
Lanez.
I will say, literally like 2 3 days ago, I checked out Tory Lane's last release, and he did like this '80s electronic
Yeah,
synthwave.
I that was
I was shocked.
I don't know if I liked it or not, honestly. I didn't really understand it because just recently before that, he was like, doing songs with the baby and, just talking about like guns and bitches and stuff. And he's like, you're so cute. We're in high school, but you
Yeah,
won't notice me. I'm like, what?
right.
Trying something new,
I
I
only heard
guess.
like 3 tracks from it. I haven't gotten through it. I've only listened
Wait,
to like
were
in
all
background music.
were all those songs like that though?
Yeah, it all seemed like that was the common element. You know, like that was the theme of the project. It seemed like
He's trying something
so
new,
they
I
all
guess.
had that undertone.
Weird. Oh well. I
It
don't
was
know.
surprising. I, you know,
What do you think about the whole situation with him and Megan the Stallion getting shot in the foot or whatever? I mean,
um,
I don't care a whole lot about that, and not saying that to be like disrespectful or whatever. It's not that big of a deal to me, but like it was just weird how all that went down with the beef between them or whatever. Like, what the hell was that?
it was really weird. I feel like we watched some personal shit go down because apparently it seemed like they were romantically involved or something. So everything got really weird.
Yeah, they
But
both denied that though, didn't they? Like, that's what I figured one of them would be like, oh yeah, we were fucking, but
from my understanding, the thing was, I guess they were telling Tory, his lawyers or whatever, not to say anything about the case.
Mm.
And eventually Megan came out and said something, and she released a diss track. I thought because
I think he
Tory
came
Lanez,
for her first.
yeah, on his I think he talked about her on his album, so she was like, okay, what the fuck,
Right?
like,
What about that NDA or
but
whatever?
it wasn't even hardcore. I'm like, you must have feelings for this dude or something, because it was. I, look, I've been with some chicks, and when a girl's angry at you and she's trying to hurt your feelings, you know it.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're good at
You know what I
that.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
they'll straight go for the womb spot if they really want to. There
Well,
was
and
none
then
of that in me.
that's kind of what makes me feel like maybe they weren't romantically involved because maybe she didn't have the dirt on him to do that.
True,
So
true.
I don't know.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see him like scrambling after her and her just being like, no, because she's also like 3 feet taller than him. So
That's what's hilarious. They were like, I don't want to make fun of this situation, but they're like, oh, she was big as hell, so he shot her or whatever. But
that's pretty much what it was. I don't want to get too deep in celebrity gossip, but yeah, that was
okay, yeah,
weird. I don't
it
know.
is kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, what else? I think I'm gonna take a shot. I have my birthday shot
Yeah,
sitting
go
here.
for it.
Okay.
What you sipping on?
It's just amaretto.
I can raise you some Cuervo Gold.
Ugh. Are you're gonna take one?
Yeah, I'll take one with you.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, people. It's live shot taking. We're going crazy.
Shot, 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 shot,
Yeah,
shot,
I
shot,
played
shot.
that on my birthday mix. I'm such a dork. Like I didn't do anything on my birthday. I don't have any friends hardly anymore. I just like live stream myself playing music and taking shots, which I didn't
Hey,
even
if
take
that's
on
what
any.
you enjoy to do, fuck it.
I guess it's what I enjoy. I don't know.
I know what you mean. I'm
I
always
do
just
enjoy
making
it. That's a
music.
lie. That's a lie. I can't find my shot glass. Hold on. Oh, there it is.
I don't know. Are you kind of a recluse? I'm kind of a recluse.
Not by well, I used to go out a lot, like for someone my age, like probably 7, 8 years ago. I was going to the bars because there's nothing else to do in this town. And then when my custody situation changed, and I had my kid more, and then I met my fiance and he has kids, and it's like, okay, well, I'm too busy, So,
Hmm.
but so now, yeah, I am kind of a recluse, but I've always been kind of a homebody, so it's fine.
Dang.
I had no problem with the quarantine, none. I was already working from home, and I already didn't have any friends, and I already didn't go out. So I was like, "What are you talking about? This is like a regular Monday for me."
Everyone's panicking. You're like, what changed?
Yeah, it was quieter outside. That was nice, except for
I
me.
pretty much work. I worked during the pandemic too,
Mm.
but I don't work from home. I was happy that I was getting paid and I felt blessed, but at the same time, I was like, is getting off. I needed a break too, you know?
Yeah. No, I actually lost my job right when it happened because they
Wow.
laid people off, and yeah, it's a evil company that no one should ever shop from. I'm not gonna say the name, but it rhymes with Graples, office
Okay.
supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck Graples.
There's a lot of. They say everyone's quitting. They say it's the great something. Forget
Yeah,
what they're talking about.
I think what it is that when people have the time off to really like reprioritize and think about stuff, because it's not because people are getting unemployment, because unemployment has run out like everywhere, right? Like
Wow.
they stopped unemployment
Yeah.
in our state uh like early this year. The state ran out of unemployment money, which it's Louisiana, we don't have any money anyway, but I know that kind of like, as time went on, it stopped in other states too. So I don't think it's because people are lazy. A lot of people started their own business, and a lot of people just got fed up with working like crazy hours and not getting paid enough.
For nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for nothing. And then being treated like a number. Who wants to do that?
Right. Right. Well, I think it's a good thing in the long run. But I also know a lot of people who are out of work that really need jobs, and it's like people aren't calling people back or people aren't interviewing, so it's weird. I don't know.
It's weird.
I got my
I'm
shot.
about to take a shot to that one.
You're about to what?
Take my shot to that one.
Okay, yeah, cheers. All right.
Cheers.
It's like drinking candy.
That's
Yeah. It's like my birthday drink. I don't know why. I don't even like it that much. It's too sweet.
How'd you start drinking it? Did somebody put you onto it, or you just tried it one time?
My parents' liquor cabinet put me onto it.
That's why you drink it. You like, do I even like this? Nah, that's just been your shit for a while.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really drink like that much. I usually get like some wine, and I'll pour myself a glass, and then I'll leave it somewhere and forget about it. And
I like the sweet wine.
I don't. I went through a phase
Like,
where I liked them, but not anymore. I like
you
dry.
into the white and dry wine?
Yeah, like I like some rosés, but like Moscato and all that stuff. Bleh. Bleh. I think I overdid it with Moscato.
That's what I like.
Yeah, you'll get tired of it too. Your time is coming. Ugh, that's not sitting right. I think I need another one.
Yeah, it's hitting you right too.
No, I said it's not. It said it's not sitting right. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
So how old are you again? You never
26.
said. Oh Lord, you act like. I mean, I can't see that well to see like your age, but like you have a very like I would have guessed like 30s, mid-30s, because you seem very mature.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm kind of one of those old souls, you know what I mean?
I'm not, but yeah.
Hey, it's good to feel young. They say, yeah, you
But
keep
I'm
that
not
energy.
though. I'm not. It's not helping me at all. I'm just immature, I guess.
How much you feel like is mental to physical? Because of course, you know, the body starts to feel different, but they say it's all in the head, really.
Well, I not to get too deep into it, but I've even thought about like how much is our physical aging just tied to like what we expect or what we think is going to happen when we get older. You know what I mean?
Woo! That's it. I 100% agree because
Really?
people they think old and they think back hunched over with a crane, can't do anything. There are some old people out there that are running marathons, that are fit, they
Yeah, that
don't
are
gotta
out
be
on the
that.
dating scene, that are getting tattoos, and yeah,
Yeah, like living their best life.
I do think that just like from a science standpoint, cells do age, and like depending on how rough you are with your body, like things are inevitable. You're not gonna live to be 100 and just be like, whatever, like an Instagram model or whatever, but because that would be weird. But as long
Yeah,
as I think your attitude is important, you know.
definitely.
But who knows? Like maybe they'll figure out someday that like, oh well, we don't necessarily need to age. We just think we're gonna, some kind of crazy. I don't know.
Well, by the time your kids have kids, who knows what medically they're going to be able to do, you know?
Have you heard of CRISPR?
No, what's that?
Okay, it's like some breakthrough, like genetic modification thing that is fairly recent, and I'm not probably going to explain it very well, but basically they can change your genetic code to remove defects and like things like cancer, and they can actually reverse
Wow.
aging, and they're speculating maybe that it could, you know, be used to like prolong people's lives like indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
yeah, talking about like designer babies and stuff like that. And
pros and cons. I feel like there's the good part of it, you know, like getting rid of cancer and all that, and then there's the cons.
like designer babies.
Yeah, who knows what people might start doing? There might be some radical leader or something that's going to be like, this is the law. You can only make this kind of baby. This,
Yeah, right.
like the
I think
neo-Nazi thing going on.
yeah, like racial purity and all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, there's those people out there, man.
Yeah, and it seems to be like more common than people realize. But like Epstein, he was all into that. Did you know that? Jeffrey
I didn't know
Epstein.
he was into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he and he's such a weird person to like study because he basically made all his money by convincing people that he had money.
Yeah, I saw a little mini documentary about that.
Yeah, he
That's
was super weird. But he thought that he was going to get a grant from the government to open a science center in Arizona, I believe, where he was going to have, and this was his wording, I guess, like something like this. He wanted like a stable of Hispanic women, like women of
what?
Mexican descent, that he was going to use as surrogate mothers,
No,
and impregnate them with his DNA to make a race of perfect babies. And
no.
yeah, yes. So, and he was a fairly influential, powerful person in the realm of
To make
rich,
it
powerful.
happen.
I don't know if he was ever going to get that grant, but it's crazy, just to think that
I
somebody
mean,
like
because at
that.
some point he really didn't need the grant because he kept making money.
You have people like all pretty much all the former presidents going back to like Bill Clinton hung out with this dude, including Obama, including George Bush, and it's just like, what the hell's going on? Like
And
they
you know what's creepy
what?
is that now there's pictures of like even foreign leaders and politicians popping up with him, not even just Americans, like politicians and stuff. So I'm like, wow, this is getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, I don't know how deep like I can get into conspiracy theory stuff. Like a lot of stuff I can watch on YouTube or whatever and be like, okay,
Hmm.
that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. But sometimes I will like get blindsided with some stuff like, okay, let me look that up, and I'm like, holy crap, that's weird.
Like this has basis, yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
What bothers me is like I'm glad that people are opening their mind to different realities and the possibilities that what they know is not the truth.
right.
But like now that I told you, I just recently got on TikTok and I'm seeing just like some of the conspiracy videos that just seem a lot of them just seem extremely silly or clickbaitish. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The
I
thing
was like, there's kids on there that'll take that for real.
Yeah, I mean the thing that's good and fun and entertaining about TikTok now, and it's gotten worse lately, but is that it is just like user content, or it was originally, that it's like still kind of pure, like Vine or
Hmm.
whatever was,
Hmm.
and now it's kind of getting more saturated with stuff like that, and you can't go in there and censor it necessarily because that would ruin it, you know people still have to be able to do their free speech thing on there, but at the same time, yeah, it's like, okay, someone needs to go on there and just like basically comment or something on all these. Okay, you're wrong and this is why. But who's going to do that? You there? Hello? Hello? Guess we got a drop call. Or my Zoom just quit. I think that's what happened. Oh no. Oh, cancel. Where's my meeting? If I have a meeting in progress, where is it? Oh no. Meetings. Start? Where is it? This is like watching a live like work Zoom meeting failure taking place. Where is this meeting? Where is this alleged meeting? Ah, I'm gonna get fired. Okay. Upcoming. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can get him back on here. Let's see. Oops.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, no shit. Recording in progress. Send this other. Why? I don't want to record.
Recording stopped.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Thank you. I don't want that. I'm so sorry, everybody. My computer is bad and dumb, or my internet, or whatever. Let me get this code to the fella so we can get him back on here. This is exciting stuff, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay. And then I'll get this passcode here. What is it? 2 I's? Yeah. II7QGF. And I swear, if I could get my freaking camera to work, that would be just great. There's no reason for all this tomfoolery. Hang on, Lucid. I'm trying to. Where's my phone? Okay. I've got to find a better way to do this. Got to. Go back. New link if you are still able to talk. Let's get my notes. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I'm coming. Hold on. Copy. Paste. 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 All right. All right, we're sending the new link. I think what it is Zoom is being a little bitch. And that's my interpretation of what's going on here. You get what you pay for, and I got the free version, so sorry, everybody. You can always donate by going to patreon.com/TROYdaShow and help support me and my need for a new computer or a paid version of Zoom. If you are interested in some merch, there's a merch shop. I don't have that. I should really have that saved or something. Let me see if I can find that link for yous. Okay. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Okay. I don't know why it's not connected because I've connected it. Hello. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're live. We're back. Can you hear me? Whoa, ow.
Yes, I can.
I am sorry about that. I
That's
think
all
what
right.
it is I this is the theme here, but I'm using the free version of Zoom because I'm not like a business really. Well, I am, but I shouldn't say that.
Me too. I don't. This is weird. They didn't even ask me on this browser thing.
Oh, really? Oh, you're using the
Yeah.
browser now, or what do you mean?
Oh, I bet it's because you're the host. That's probably what it is.
Oh, yeah. And I still
Yeah,
can't get
that's
my.
what
I've used let's see, 4 different charging cables to try to get my camera to work now, and none of them are working. It's
I'm gonna
probably.
run to the bathroom real
Oh,
fast.
yeah, I just did that.
Okay, be right back.
No problem. In the meantime, get this camera working here. Did I just delete this? This is the most entertaining little piece of podcast anyone's ever seen. Come on now, work. Let's go. Work. Work. Alright, this charger obviously isn't working down. I feel like millions of people, if they just knew about this, would be paying money to watch this go down right now. That's how I feel. I think I just need to share it with the masses. Bert! It's cold in Louisiana. So it acts like it's connected and then it says not connected. Ain't that about a bitch? What the hell is going on? It's just not even trying anymore. It's just not even like I couldn't do that. Let me try this. It's like not even recognizing that I have a camera now.
I gotta love computers. You
Yeah.
might have to refresh
Refresh what?
the whole Zoom.
Oh, will that break it?
Most likely, but I could just rejoin or something.
Oh. Dang, I don't want to do that. I don't even think it's Zoom, but it won't let me open the stupid third-party app that I needed to get the camera working.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that won't even open. All right, I guess let me try that real quick, and if not, we'll just do a part 2 some other time because I'm having a good time. So this is good.
Yeah, I like where we're going.
Okay. All right, let me try that real quick. This may kick you out, may not. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, that did nothing. All right. Whoa, full screen. All right. Meeting. Record. Yeah, I refreshed it. And I don't even think it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just my computer
Camera.
or something. I don't know. It's a phone. It's not a real camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell, I have a real camera. But we can call it a wrap. I think that's a good bit of technical difficulties. And
Yeah, we got a decent amount.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely like to talk more sometime in the future if you're up for it. And I appreciate all the entertaining conversation and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. I had fun. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And so, just one more time, you want to tell everybody where they can find you and where to get your album and stuff like that when it comes out.
Yep, everybody, my name's Lucid the Dreamwaker. You can find me on your social apps at Dream_WAKER. You can also find me on Apple Music and Spotify. Follow me, Lucid the Dreamwaker. Also, I have new music coming soon.
Cool beans. All right. Well, good talking to you, and I will let you know when I get that audio for you from this. But have a good
Thank you.
night.
You've been awesome. You
Yeah,
too.
you too.